Hey guys, and welcome to my Draw With Me art vlog. Today we're going to be drawing unicorns. My first drawing was kind of a random off-the-wall drawing. I was asked to draw for a little young one, so it was kind of on a whim. So I think you guys will probably like the second one a little bit better. I like certain things about this one. One of the things that I think I struggled with was the lower half anatomy. So you'll probably see that at the end here. I want to get better at drawing horses and unicorns as a whole, especially full body unicorns and horses. So I actually, when I started drawing this horse, I was just gonna draw just the unicorn part, and then I last minute decided to add wings, and I'm happy that I did. As you can see in my sketch here, it looked a little bit messy, I think, because for some reason I really kind of struggled in sketching this. I don't really think I was in the mood or something, and sometimes that happens. I was not in the mood and trying to figure out, well, how do I draw this? And when you're not really in the mood to draw something in particular, but I was asked to draw it, so I guess I just kind of stumbled my way around it. But as I started doing the line art, I started to appreciate the drawing more and more, and just sometimes that happens. Like, I will start to sketch something and I won't like it, but then as I start doing the line art and start playing with the line art, I start to like the piece a little bit more and more. In some of my previous drawings, I did this kind of line art thing, as you can see, like on the legs, like lines, I guess contouring the muscles. I don't know, in this one I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, it made the legs look a little bubbly, so I don't know that I really liked it on this piece, but I did it anyway. Overall, I think the piece was okay. I'm not entirely happy with this piece, I think, because it was kind of a winged thing, and I was just kind of practicing and trying things, and I think I could have done better looking back on it. I think I could have made this piece a lot better, a lot more proportioned better, I guess. So that's why y'all are seeing the second piece, because I think with the second one I wanted to redraw it, I guess, to come back from my mistakes. And so I know y'all will like the second one, but this first one, like I said, I think I just kind of drew it and was stumbling around with it, and it just happens every now and then where a piece doesn't go the way I really liked it to or really wanted it to. I don't think the piece is horrible, I just don't think it's one of my favorites out of the ones that I've made it. So when I drew it, I didn't really know what colors to use, so I was thinking, well, maybe I can do kind of very bright yellows and oranges and reds, and then I had this idea of doing oranges and reds for the wings, kind of like hawk feathers, and so that's why you guys will kind of see these particular colors used. And then for the background, I tried to do like a grassy, meadowy scene with hills or mountains in the background with some water. It was just kind of simplistic. I do want to get better at drawing better backgrounds. So again, there's things that I think I'm really good at as an artist, and there's things that I'm not as good at, and I do need to practice. You see the little bit of teal on the feathers? That was actually a suggestion. Like, hey, why don't you add a little bit of this color to the feathers? So I was like, okay, why not? So I did. It was suggested by my significant other, and it was actually his son that really wanted the unicorn. But I'll tell you this, he's super cute. His favorite thing is actually dinosaurs, not horses or unicorns. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to draw a awesome looking dinosaur, because I don't think I've ever really drawn a dinosaur. If I have, I was like a little child, so maybe I'll figure out how to draw a pterodactyl. So the polka dots, as you see in this picture, I think I did it honestly is to try to help the picture look better. I just added polka dots to kind of give it more texture, because I didn't really like the textures of the picture. But this is the end product, and here you're about to see a 30-second time lapse of the drawing done again. So again, sometimes it's not always great to hide your art with things, but I think in this one, I wasn't entirely happy, so the polka dots add a little bit of texture to it and kind of hide it behind little bit of imperfections, and it's, I guess, a little bit of an artist trick. There's certain things, like, you can always hide certain things that aren't great by layering on top of them and doing other things with it. But anyway, so this one I think was what really redeemed it. So I was inspired by some other artists who were drawing on Instagram horses, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna redraw this horse because I was not happy. Now, it's not really a full body shot. It kind of is, but it isn't. I mean, it's not, but it has some of the body in the background, and I got an inspiration by doing some of my lines. So I like straighter lines, especially like on horses, even though horses have a lot of curvature to them, especially around their jaws, and they have a lot of curvature as in general, like in their behind and some of their legs and hooves. So in order to balance out too much curvature, I like to add straighter lines, because if you have too much curvature, it kind of doesn't make the picture as interesting. And so here I'm kind of experimenting with the curvy lines as well as the straighter lines, like in the jaws and in the face and in the eyes. Instead of it being more round, I used more straighter lines. And then also in the ears, you can see I used a little bit more straighter lines with a little bit of curvature. And so in order to not make it too curvy, I would kind of want to balance out the curves with the straighter lines. And this is something to make images and pictures more interesting. Sometimes using those particular tricks as well can help make your art look a little bit more interesting. So not always using curves, using more straighter or more edgy lines. And so for this one, as far as colors, I chose a darker color for the actual body, and then I went with more fiery look in the mane. I guess I kind of stuck to similar, trying to do fiery colors in the mane and make it look like as you can see here, adding more yellows. And then I just kind of made the yellows and oranges and reds random, so it's not so uniform, and it makes the picture more interesting. And then I did a lot of glow and a lot of shine to this picture, and I think it really made it pop. I think the shine and the whites made it just look a lot more dazzling. And then of course a little bit of color dodge, because I usually always add color dodge. And then around the horse I added some little bit lighter colors so that to make it pop more. And then you got the glitter, and so here you go, you got a bedazzled unicorn. Well guys, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you like my stuff, and I hope these videos continue to inspire you to keep on creating. So don't quit creating and just follow your passions. Thanks, have a good day.